Hey guys, welcome back to Building Behind the Scenes, and we are continuing on with the Disney villain house. It seems to be running the themes of a lot of reds and a lot of purples, since that is what a lot of the Disney villains wear. So let's see how this pattern continues in today's video. The villains that are going to be represented in this house are Ursula, Cruella Deville, Maleficent, Queen of Hearts, Randall, Gaston, and Shaun Yu. Alright, crisis averted. I added the stairs. I changed the layout a little bit, but I think it still works. So continuing on, we're going to do this hallway first, so let's see who it is. Cruella Deville. Ooh. So basically black, white, and red. However, she does have a bit of green eyeshadow and jewelry as well. And in the cartoon version, she has sort of like an off-white jacket. Betty Lou Gerson, who was the voice actress of Cruella Deville, also was the narrator for Cinderella. So if that voice sounds familiar, or if you watch Cruella Deville and you're like, where have I heard that voice before? It could have been from Cinderella, since she was the narrator. I have a few like clothes out here for her little wardrobe. And now these little animals have like on like a little table. Like those are the animals she wears. 101 Dalmatians was the first animation to use Xerox technology, which is being able to take a painting or a drawing and convert them into digital form. This led to being able to perfect the cars in the film. They were made out of cardboard and then filmed moving around, and then they inserted them into the painted backgrounds that they were using for the scene. And I think that's it. I'm going to move on to this bedroom here. So let's see who gets it. Number 2, Maleficent. Alright, so Maleficent has 2 forms. She has her regular form, where it's just her and she wears black robes with purple interior. And it looks like there's like a little bit of pink in the picture that I'm looking at, but I'm not going to be too focused about that. And then she has her dragon form, which is the same color pattern with the black and the purple underbelly. However, there's also green in her fire and eyes. Maleficent's name is derived from a Latin word, and I'm going to completely butcher the word, so instead of trying to attempt to say it, I'm going to put it on the screen. It translates to or means evil doing or vicious, which I don't know, it debatably could fit Maleficent, because if you go based off of the cartoon completely, yeah, she fits the bill. However, in the live action film with Angelina Jolie, it gave her a reason as to why she was acting the way she was. She has cause as to why she did what she did. So I don't know. You could go back and forth saying whether or not it was vicious or more revengeful. But regardless, that is where her name came from. And because of the live action movie, Maleficent is the first Disney villain to get a movie that's just about them. That there's no prince, princess, hero of the story, that it's based around a quote-unquote villain. When they were filming the scene with little Aurora going up to her and finding her in the forest, all of the child actors that they had on set to go and see her didn't want to go up to her because she looked so scary. So they got Angelina Jolie's daughter, and she was the little girl in the scene because she wasn't scared to go up to her. And then Maleficent's voice actress, Eleanor Audley, was also one of the people who voiced multiple characters for Disney. She was also the voice of Lady Tremaine. And every day while recording for Maleficent, she came in full costume inspired by her character. And that was taken as inspiration for Maleficent's final look in the movie. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and do this bedroom. I'll probably do a kid's room. Number 3. Randall. That's a good one for a kid's room. He is a purple lizard type guy with like little pink tufts on his antenna, I think. I don't know what to call them, but like the things on top of his head. And then his tail goes more into like a blue tip. But then again, he could be whatever color he wants because he becomes invisible. Carpet makes more sense in a... Ooh, like this reptilian one. I know it looks like more of giraffe pattern, but let's say it's reptilian. Oh, it's kind of funny how he got the kids' room, huh? Oh, I just thought of that. Because it's like, this is the kid that he scares, but it's the room's like inspired by him. So he gets the kids' room who he scares, but it's inspired by him. Ooh. That's actually a cool little twisty thing. In Monsters University, when they show Randall, he's wearing glasses most of the time. Sometime in the middle of the movie, he like takes them off because like he can see part of his glasses when he goes invisible, since he can't turn in clothing or anything like that invisible with him. So he stops wearing them after that point. In Monsters Inc., that could be why he goes around squinting everywhere, because he's actually supposed to be wearing glasses, but he doesn't. And so it's hard for him to see, so that's why he sort of like squints everywhere. Oh, that's right. We need an inspirational poster. Or at least something that looks like an inspirational poster. Wow, there's actually inspirational posters. This room is coming out perfectly. I'm going to use this pig, but it has nothing to do with it. One of Randall's like famous... Oh, I'm going to put it over the bed because that's where it is. Anyway, what I'm talking about, one of Randall's iconic scenes of him going, "Did you hear that? This is the winds of change." In Monsters University, he has an inspirational poster that's like sitting above his bed, I believe. And it has that quote on it as like an inspirational message. Like that's where he got the saying from, which is really cool. And I love that they have inspirational posters. That's what that says. I don't care if it's a flying pig. It says winds of change. It's a flying pig. Perfect. Yes. Okay, anyway, I got so excited about that. Purple to pink light to finish it off. And there we have it. Because I'm going to put a door to the outside in this room, this is going to be the bathroom. And so that is what we are going to be doing next. We are going to be doing the Queen of Hearts as the bathroom. Uh-oh, there's diamonds on it. But I don't believe there's any heart-shaped tiles. I could be wrong, but... or could just missed it. That's something I do regularly. That's very easy to do, just miss something. I feel like she's really extra, so she would use something like that to cover the window. I don't have much information about the Red Queen because I plan to do a house in the future that's only Alice in Wonderland, specifically the cartoon. And since this is based off of the same character, I don't want to repeat information. So be on the lookout for that video when it comes out. I already have all the information written down. I want to keep October to more spooky things, and then I will get to regular like film and TV, and then whatever you guys request as well. Don't forget to let me know what movies and TV shows you want to see. I always want to make stuff that interests you guys as well. Alright, so then let's move on to this. I probably have this like a little library section, like a reading room. Ursula. Okay, so Ursula gets the reading room. Another one of our purple ladies with purple skin, black dress into tentacles, white hair, and then red lipstick. Ooh, this like for like the swirly twirly of like her tentacles. I like that in there, and it fits nicely in the space. In early development, Ursula wasn't originally depicted as like an octopus type creature. She was portrayed as a spinefish or scorpion fish. Basically, something with a lot of spikes. You can see the original concepts for Ursula in the Aladdin TV series because Celine has one of the original drawings that Ursula was supposed to be. And also an early concept, there was talk about Ursula and King Triton being brother and sister. However, it did not make it into final film, but despite that, it was used in the Broadway version of The Little Mermaid. That is it for Ursula's room, and let's move on and see what the final two little spaces are. Number 1, so Gaston is in this bottom bit, and then Shaun Yu is in the top. Gaston is wearing a red shirt with yellow collar and matching gloves, gray pants, and brown boots with a brown like belty situation going on. Maybe just like a little weight machine. That works, huh? So Gaston was actually the first male villain to be seen in a film with a princess. And I gotta say, they nailed the first one right, because he is my least favorite Disney villain. Because he's just everything I'd steer clear from in real life, realistically. Like these rooms, I don't know what I was thinking, making these like separate rooms. I guess if it's anyone who deserves like the smallest room, it's the person with the biggest ego. And also, both Gaston and Beast have blue eyes. So far in Disney history, that is the only time that the villain has any similar facial features to the protagonist. That is it for this room. And then our final room, which is going to be just as quick, for Shaun Yu. And he has a black glove with black hair, and then a brown coat, a gray furry collar around him. Shaun Yu is one of the few Disney villains that doesn't sing or perform in a musical number. lumber. Maybe a woodworking desk, possibly, since he's a warrior. Put some fireworks in here to represent how he died. The reason Disney killed him the way that they did was because they didn't want the typical like Disney death of plummeting or falling to their death. So they like changed it up, and that's how they chose to do it. That's quite a different stretch of thought from falling, to go explode on some fireworks. That's quite a different train of thought. But I think that's all I can do. These rooms, I don't know. And that is it. All right, so that is it. Now let me give you guys the tour. Here we have the front of the house. Landscaping inspired by Hopper from A Bug's Life. And then the outside of the house, Captain Hook. As you can see, for Hopper, we have a bunch of overgrown grass, plenty of spots for the ants to make him food. And Captain Hook, we have his little plotting area along with all of his treasure he has collected. You go in through the inside. We have the front room inspired by Lady Tremaine. So very classy, very elegant, all reds and greens for her. Then over here in the bathroom, we have Hades. This is why there's a whole bunch of blue and gray for him. In the dining room over here is Jafar. So again, very red, but like with touches of gold this time. Over in the kitchen, we have Evil Queen, which are a lot of purples and blacks, but I made sure to put plenty of apples and apple pictures. And over here we have Yzma, with all the purple and the lighter lavender colors, the spiky plants for her little feather poofs. And then over here we have Scar as like a little sitting room. His collection of rocks, kind of like Pride Rock, and that is also why the painting is there for that. This is where I ended up putting the stairs. I don't think it changes the room that much. It just adds stairs. And then in this little hallway upstairs, Cruella Deville, we have obviously the polka dots for the Dalmatians, her little fur rug, and then these are animals that she has skinned, I'm going to say, her jewelry and everything like that. In this bathroom, we have the Queen of Hearts. I put in this little heart poster over here, and then also filled it with red roses with gold and black accents for her dress. In this room over here is Randall. The luck was on our side for this, considering he goes and scares children, and he got a child's room. And so we have purple little monster figures everywhere, and then we have his inspired poster. It's the Winds of Change. And then over here we have the bedroom for Maleficent with all of her purples and blacks. And we have pops of green for the fire that she breathes as a dragon. And then come on over to the reading room where we have Ursula for her little cauldron of spells and her sitting areas. And then over in this tiny little gym, we of course have Gaston for his muscles so he can keep strong. We have a few eggs for him eating the 12 dozen eggs every day. And then up here we have Shaun Yu with the fireworks that he exploded with his unfortunate fiery death. That is the inside of the Disney villain building behind the scenes. It came out really well. I really like how a lot of the rooms came out, especially oddly enough the outside with Captain Hook as the porch, and Randall being in the kids room just came out perfectly. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more of this content, and let me know what movie or TV show you would like me to do next down in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!